Hello there, beauty ravers, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Raven, and this is where I like to rave about beauty. If you would ever so kindly hit that like and subscribe button to become part of my little family here on YouTube, it means so much to me. Now, without further ado, let's jump on in to the video. Hi guys, today we are playing with the brand new Natasha Denona Retro palette, and I am oh so excited because this palette is so pretty. Let me show you. This is her gorgeousness in real life, and I am just so happy to be holding her. My wonderful fiance did pick me up this palette at Sephora, and I'm just I'm over the moon, okay? I really am. This palette is so beautiful. This is one of her midi palettes, which retails for $65, and I'm just so grateful that he got this for me because I don't know if I would have bit the bullet, but this eye look, I'm glad I didn't have to bite the bullet, but I'm glad that I have it, and I am just so excited for you guys to see me play with it. I think you're gonna love it, but I am gonna do swatches first, and then we'll jump into the eye look. Alright guys, I'm so excited to be holding this in my hands. You guys don't even know. I have never had a Natasha Denona midi palette or any of her bigger palettes. I only have her smaller palettes, and I love the Natasha Denona formula, so having this midi palette in my hands, my heart is escaping my chest, if I'm being honest with you guys. So I don't even know what I'm going to do today, but we are going to have some fun with it. I am just over the moon. My fiance did buy me this palette, so he is amazing and I love him so much. But what shade do we want to start with first? That is a really good question, because look at this beauty and tell me which shade you'd go with first. Honestly, yeah, tell me down below which shade you would pick first to put in the crease. I have no idea what I want to play with because they're all so beautiful. But I think we should start with a light shade. That's usually what I do, and then I go into the deeper shades. So I think we're going to start with the shade Nude Mauve right here. Beautiful color, and I think it'll be a great transition shade. And I do have a whole brand new brush set to play with. This is from Shop Miss A. I love this case. Like, that is so cute. Absolutely chic. We love it. We're living for it. And then it comes with all these beautiful brushes, and that means I don't have to wash my brushes for another week or so. So that is a good plus for me. And now let's see which brush I want to start with. Like I said, these are all new brushes to me. As you can see, they're white and clean and beautiful, and they won't stay that way for long, but they're beautiful for now, and I just don't know how they're going to work, but I have tried Shop Miss A's brushes in the past, and I love them, so I imagine these will be just as good quality, and I'm excited to play with them. So I think we're going to start with this brush. A little bit smaller than I usually start with, but I do like it. It's like a tapered blending brush, but it's smaller than usual, than for me at least. This is the AOA Studios E128. If I can get this plastic shield off. I don't know if that's satisfying for you, but it is for me. Anyway, so now we have a giant mirror, which I love, and the quality of this mirror is so good. Do I expect any less from Natasha Denona? No, especially at those prices? Absolutely not. That's why I haven't bought one of her midi palettes or big palettes, because she is quite expensive. This palette retails for $65. That's a bit much for my price range, but my fiance, like I said, was amazing and decided to buy it for me, so I am not mad. Alright, now let's pop this in the crease. And right off the bat, even though that is a light shade, it has so much pigment, and I am loving it. If you hear my cat crying in the background, I don't know why she's been so noisy today, but she's on a roll, so I'm sorry for that. But anyways, how is your guys' day going? Mine is going well. This is kind of the start of it, so we shall see. If this palette performs well, which I'm not doubting it will, then the day will go well. That's usually how it is for me, at least. If I feel pretty in the look that I do, then, you know, my day is going good, you know? I don't ask too much from life. Now I'm just blending that with some circular motions and a little bit of window wiper-esque motions back and forth until we get a soft crease, and I will go in with my second shade then. Until it looks something like that, and I'm loving how that matte blended into my crease. I'm loving how this brush is so soft against my lid. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything's working out so well so far. Now what do we want to do? What do we want to play with? I have no idea. I really want to play with these vampy reds though. That is what sold me on this palette. Like I said, I have not bought a Natasha Denona palette. I actually have only gotten them off BoxyCharm, so I haven't even gotten, like, you know, just to her site. I mean, I went through Sephora for this, but anyway, I had to have this one. This one just spoke to me on levels that none of the other ones have. The Love palette almost spoke to me this much, but this one just took the cake for me. So I am really excited about these vampy reds. Just beautiful, okay? I'm going to take the shade Groove right here, this nice, like I said, vampy red, and I'm going to pop that in the outer portion of our crease. And I'm just going to take it on this slightly smaller brush from AOA Studio. This is the E130. Tapping off my brush because I did do my face first today, so if there's fallout, we'll have a problem, but hopefully there isn't any. Now just popping that in the outer V and I'm going to go in with it actually a little bit, but focusing it mostly on the outer portion of the crease. My eye is starting to water. We don't like that. We don't know her. Why are we doing this today, Raven? No! And that is just such a beautiful shade. I love this palette so much. I don't really have these tones in my collection, so this is just super fun for me. And I think that's why I wanted the palette so badly, because it looked different than what I actually own, and I'm trying to be better about bringing in things that are unique to my collection, because I do have a lot, but I want things that are going to spark joy in me and not remind me of other things I have, if that makes sense. I totally forgot to put down an eye primer. Who am I? What am I doing? How are these performing so well? Okay, well, Natasha Denona is coming through for me because I was a fool and totally forgot to use any eye primer. I don't know what was going through my head, but you know, you can see that this doesn't need it apparently, so that's pretty cool. I'll give it that. I do suggest you prime your eyes no matter what. I just forgot, but at least this palette isn't doing me dirty, because that can sometimes happen when you forget eye primer. Eye primer is one of my favorite steps because it does make a big difference. But today, I don't know, I was too excited about the palette. Taking the first brush we started with and just blending the two where they meet and trying to get a soft transition there. Until it looks something like that, and I think it's looking super duper cute. Now I'm going to cut my crease, and of course I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Primer to do so, so let me go grab that. I always like to use the NYX Glitter Primer when cutting my crease or using any shimmers for any reason, because it makes them pop and stick and stay, and they just perform better than they would if you didn't have a glitter primer down. I know when you think glitter primer, you think glitter. Not necessarily. Shimmers do have glitter in them, so it makes them stick better. And honestly, people ask me all the time, how do you get your shades to pop so much? It's this. Right here, it's like $6. Totally worth it. One of my holy grail products. Love it to death. I like to just take a dollop on the back of my hand and then take a brush from there, and this brush is my Doe Color number 5 brush. It is very dirty, do not judge it, but it does the job. It's just a flat tip concealer brush, honestly. You can use any. Until it looks something like that, but don't worry, because we're going to apply the shimmers and they're going to pop through, and I just don't know which shimmers I want to play with today because they all look so beautiful, honestly. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start today's shimmers off with the shade Swing. This is a beautiful grungy burgundy shade, and it looks just beautiful for fall, so let's put that on my lid. And I'm just going to take this packing brush from AOA Studios again. This is an E131. And I'm going to apply this to the outer portion of the lid. Wowza, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm loving that. Alright, now that it looks like that, we're going to go in with our second shimmer. And that's going to be the shade Psychedelic, this beautiful pinky shifting looking, I don't know, I haven't swatched the palette actually, guys. You'll see swatches in the beginning of this video, but I haven't at this moment swatched it, so we're going to see how that shadow looks, but it looks beautiful in the pan. And I'm just going to take it on the other side of that brush. Wow, that is so beautiful. Now I'm just blending where the two meet so they can coexist nicely. A little bit of fallout with that shade, but nothing too dramatic. I really love that shade though. That is just so beautiful, and with the shade Swing together, they're just making my eyes beautiful right now. I'm loving it so much. Okay, so now let's go in with our lower lash line. I did dust away the fallout, and it did seem to dust away fairly easily, so I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, let's go in with the lower lash line. For today's lower lash line, what do I want to play with? I think I'm going to take Rebellion, this beautiful, dark, grungy red. Oh, I'm loving it. And I'm just going to take it on this pencil brush from AOA Studio. This is the E134. I think this is one of her cream to matte formulas, and I've never tried this before, so we shall see. That is gorgeous. It's much more red than I thought it was going to be, but I like it. It's cute. I think it goes with the look. Just blending that out with one of the brushes we used from earlier. And I absolutely love how that blends out. Now for our inner corner highlight, I know I'm going to take the shade Glitz because it's beautiful and I think it'll make a beautiful inner corner highlight. And I'm just going to take that shade on this double-ended brush from Dose of Colors. It doesn't have a name, but I think it's a beautiful brush for an inner corner highlight, and this side I like to use for my brow bone. Picks up beautifully on a dry brush, so that's a good point. And it really does make the most beautiful inner corner highlight. I'm loving that. Now I'm going to pop off camera, do my other eye, do my liner, lashes, mascara, anything else I need to do, and then we'll come back and chat about this palette, shall we? Alright, and this is the finished look. What are we thinking? How do you guys like it? I love it. I will say I noticed a difference between the eye that I primed and the eye that I did not prime. The blending was a little bit better, but honestly, you probably can't even tell the difference because this palette performed so well even without a primer, and that is honestly mind-blowing to me because it doesn't usually work out that easily. Like, I love this palette so much. I'm so happy I have it, and honestly, I totally recommend Natasha Denona. I know that she's expensive, I know that she's high-end, I know that it's bougie, but I feel so pretty in this. It's like a neutral but with a twist. Like, this is my kind of neutral palette, and some of you might not agree that it's neutrals, but I mean, to me, this is like everything I could want in a neutral palette and more, and I'm just really happy to have it. I can't thank my fiance enough for buying me this. It's just, it makes my heart so happy. But anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts. But this is my first impressions. This is my only time playing with this palette. I will be playing with it a ton more. I probably will do a review with this palette with like 3 looks, maybe more. I don't know. If you guys would like to see that, obviously let me know. But I'm probably going to do it anyway because this palette just sparks joy in my heart and I just want to play with her more. So that is my first impressions. Very little fallout. You know, blending was beautiful. The shimmers are super powerful. I'm really obsessed with it already. Just this one time playing with it, it's so nice and I feel so cute. I think this look came out really pretty and very fall-esque. I'm very happy with it. So basically, my first impressions, summing it up, is I'm obsessed. I adore her. She is my best friend. We're sisters now. We're family. She will be coming with me on my road trips. I will be going to Ohio soon with my brother, and I think I'm gonna vlog it, which is super exciting because I have never done a vlog. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know. But I'm really excited, and I will be taking her with me because she is so pretty and I need her everywhere I go. But that is gonna wrap it up for me today. I hope that you have a wonderful day and stay beautiful. Mwah.